Carry on!
The first weekend in January is the commemoration of the Battle of New Orleans. We'll have several events going on at the Chalmette Battlefield. Here at the St. Bernard Parish Government Complex, we'll have the history lecture series going on. The Government Complex will be the transportation center for people to shuttle back and forth to the Chalmette Battlefield, going back to the complex. There'll be some living history tours, and also there'll be a lantern tour this year that we look forward to having. We haven't had the lantern tours in the past 3 years, so I'm excited that the lantern tour is being brought back. People should come out and attend this event just to learn about the War of 1812 and the Battle of New Orleans and how important it is and was to Louisiana and the United States.
Before I became parish president, I would have never known how important the Battle of New Orleans was in our history and the education of our students and my children and my grandchildren. So now I try to sell our history on our own citizens here in St. Bernard Parish. And I'm finding that people are learning more about their own heritage, about their history, and the things that might have happened if we would have lost that war here in St. Bernard Parish. And I'm so proud of our Tourist Commission and Katie Tomasio, our tourism director, for getting that word out. Now we are expanding that to people all over the country come every year during that week in January. This year it's January 6th is all the activities at the Chalmette Battlefield. That weekend we have the Jackson Day race that has happened. It's one of the oldest races in the city, and we're proud to get that. People are recognizing now St. Bernard as a tourist attraction, and the history that surrounds the Battle of New Orleans is the reason why, and we understand that. So it's a perfect opportunity to come visit one of the best cities in the world, New Orleans, and take a couple of days and visit St. Bernard Parish and learn the history that is involved in this battle. There's so many unique, the river, the lake, the marsh, and how that battle ended in a miracle, and because of Andrew Jackson. There's a book out now where Brian killed me now about that. So, and I'm in the middle of reading that. So, that and St. Bernard Parish has so much else to offer. The fishing and the sportsman's paradise of Louisiana, what I believe here in St. Bernard Parish. So, we're excited about that weekend. It comes right after all of the holidays, so it's a down time. We can relax and learn some of the most important history of our country.
This year what will be exciting is the Jackson Day race will be happening in St. Bernard Parish, and it'll be on Sunday, January 7th from 7 to 11. They'll actually start and end at the Welcome Center in historic Araby, and they'll be running through the Chalmette Battlefield.
What goes through your mind when you tour the battlefield?
I like to vision, put that, get that visual of what was happening. And you can see the barracks, you can see the levee, you can see the river and that open field where the battle took place, and learn about General Pakenham and where he actually died, and to get that feeling with the cannons being out there on the ramp. So it's and the battlefield has a movie, a small movie, if you will, that depicts the whole battle, and it's a great presentation that people need to see.
It's wonderful for children to come and learn about our history, learn how times were during the War of 1812, and experience the living history tours.
It's history. It's the history of our country and how our country defended itself after the end of the war to protect against invasion of the British. And more importantly for that, people get to learn about St. Bernard Parish and how in close proximity we are to the city of New Orleans and the rich history that we have that connects to the city of New Orleans. So people really don't understand that if you're from other parts of the state or other parts of our country. And when people come to St. Bernard Parish, they always come back the next year to spend more time in our parish and to learn about its rich history.
People can come, besides going to the Chalmette Battlefield, we have the Los Isleños Museum and Complex that's open, that they can have tours. We also have the State Park. We also have other attractions like the 40 Arpent Boathouse and, of course, fishing.
If people have questions like more information, what should they do?
Come to our website, visit stbernard.com, or you can follow us on Facebook, St. Bernard Tourism.